Okay, we're back the second part of this video on assembling auxiliary. So we sit the output shaft in the vise. There's a washer that goes in that supports that low gear. Then there's another washer under the bearing, then knock the bearing on. Synchro goes in from behind, and of course the bearing that goes inside your low split gear bolt, that's all assembled and ready to, we just dummy assemble all this together. So I'll just show you how I do it. I've got that sleeve I've made. It'll sit all this assembly up on the bench so that we can just slide these two in time. And I'll just sit the phone down for a second so we can get it all done in one hit. I won't be able to see most of it, but you'll get the idea. So now we set that up there so you can see then our timing marks. That one goes in there, and then that one, right, and you can see that one's in mesh there. Just push him in, and they've got to be sort of roughly in a line. Same with this. It's a bit hard holding the phone, but you get that in there, and there we go. And what you can do is turn it a bit, and you'll see that that's in mesh. That one's in mesh. And if we turn it the opposite way, we can check the other side. They're in mesh, like that. So we'll put him back in line again. Okay. Then we can get our range change fork with the threads away from us. So you can see the threads for the bolts. Have them away from you. Put that in the synchro. So that can sit there, and then we can sit our auxiliary housing on, which we'll try and do. We'll see if we can. I'll just put the phone very carefully in the vise. Look at that, beautiful. Our Dawn assistant can hold the phone, so that can go on top now. And then we can finish by assembling our output bearing. Sit your outer races for these in. Tap them in gently. They should just fall in like that. Sometimes I need a gentle tap. What else are we going to look at? Rear seal carrier. One thing I've noticed that we've done a couple of times in the past is, and we get an oil leak out of it, is if you knock that seal in with that plastic tool, that's the Eaton tool, you can see it's had a few hits. It's had more hits than Elvis, that fucking tool. What you can do is dislodge that little spring, if you can see. Just there's a little spring that holds tension on that seal. If you hit that in with that tool and you don't look, you'll dislodge that spring. We've had a couple now come back, and they only weep. Bit of a misty, dirty leak at the back of the gearbox. So now we use that little there arbor press. Push them in gently. That'll solve that issue. And with this other tool, we change that dust. They give you a dust shield. in the new kit, and that's what I sort of think, that with the seal installation kit you get this with it, and it never sort of made sense to me until we started changing them dust shields. So that is a good fit for there. Yeah, that's it. Put your O-rings in, your range change, and yeah, another video in a minute. Thanks for watching.